हां, गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स. तो तर आजच्या या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण बघणार आहोत डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ ॲक्टिव्हिटी अँड ॲक्टिव्हिटी कोएफिशियंट. ॲक्टिव्हिटी आणि ॲक्टिव्हिटी कोएफिशियंट आयडियल सोल्युशनसाठी आणि नॉन आयडियल सोल्युशनसाठी आपण कशा पद्धतीने फाइंड आउट करू शकतो, त्यासाठी वेगवेगळे एक्सप्रेशन जे दिलेले आहे ते वेगवेगळे एक्सप्रेशन आपण या व्हिडिओमध्ये बघणार आहोत. तर बघूया. आपण सर्वांनी योग्य तो प्रतिसाद द्यावा अशी मी आपणाकडून अपेक्षा करतो. वी हॅव डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ ॲक्टिव्हिटी अँड ॲक्टिव्हिटी कोएफिशियंट. वी हॅव नाऊ seen and used several expression for the chemical potential of a substance or component in a mixture. That means here the some information are given. There are several expression for chemical potential of a substance or component in a mixture. की असे भरपूरसे एक्सप्रेशन आहे जे केमिकल पोटेन्शियल काढण्यासाठी आपण वापरू शकतो. फॉर वन कंपोनंट आयडियल गॅस वी हॅड. समजा आयडियल गॅसमध्ये कोणत्याही एकाच पद्धतीचं कंपोनंट असेल. फॉर वन कंपोनंट आयडियल गॅस, दॅट मीन्स gas consists of only one type of a component, then the chemical potential is calculated by using first one expression, mu is equal to mu naught plus RT ln of P by P naught. Mu is equal to mu naught plus RT ln of P by P naught, where mu naught is the chemical potential when P is equal to P naught, and P naught is usually 1 atmosphere. That means if the atmospheric pressure is equal to the pressure of an ideal gas, pressure of a given gas, if atmospheric pressure is equal to pressure of a given gas, then chemical potential is equal to mu naught. For a mixture of ideal gases, it can be shown for each component. Suppose this gas is a ideal gas, then for each component of this ideal gas we can write above equation in such a way: mu I is equal to mu I naught plus RT ln of Pi divided by P naught. That means here for a non-ideal, that means here I is the, that if the ideal gas contain a large number of component, then for each component we write the equation like 2: mu I is equal to mu I naught plus RT ln of Pi divided by P naught. That means mu I is the chemical potential of a first component, Pi is the vapor pressure of one component or first component. Now the next expression is for a non-ideal gas. Above second equation, the general formula is first equation. For ideal gas, the formula is the equation second is applied. For a non-ideal gas, mu is equal to mu naught RT ln of f of P divided by P naught. For a non-ideal gas, we use the word fugacity F instead of pressure, and the chemical potential for one component, and the chemical potential for one component is mu is equal to mu naught plus RT ln of F of P divided by P naught. For a mixture of ideal gases, that means here three expressions are given. First one equation is for a general, for ideal gas, general equation for ideal gas. After that, when the ideal gas contain only one component, if the number of components are present in an ideal gas, then equation 2 is for a chemical potential, and if the gas is a non-ideal, then equation 3 is used: mu is equal to mu naught RT ln of f of P divided by P naught. For a mixture of non-ideal gases, that means the number of components are increases. If the number of components are increases in a non-ideal gas, then mu I is equal to mu I naught plus RT ln of Fi divided by P naught. Mu I is the chemical potential of first component or ith component. Fi be the fugacity of the first component. Only now the fugacity of component I is a function of pressure of all the gases in the mixture. Suppose there are so many gases are present, then it is a function of pressures. Therefore Fi is equal to Fi of P1, P2, P3. This for ideal gas we found that mu I is equal to mu I naught plus RT ln of Xi. For ideal gas we again found that mu I is equal to mu I naught plus RT ln of Xi. This expression for chemical potential all have the form of a reference or a standard stage. Chemical potential plus RT times of logarithm of something related to the pressure or concentration. This form turns out to be a very important, so important that Jean Lewis used it to give the most general case of chemical potential. That means we use there are four expressions are given. First one equation is for ideal gas having only one component. Second one expression for ideal gas containing large number of component. Third expression is for non-ideal gas. Fourth expression is for the non-ideal gas containing large number of component. And there is equation 6 can also be used for ideal gas. Mu I is equal to mu I naught plus RT ln of Xi. After that, in place of Xi means it is the mole fraction. Next one, equation 6 gives idea about the activity. That means the mu I is equal to mu I naught plus RT ln of AI. The quantity AI is the activity of a component I. That means it is the activity of ith component. And equation 7 should be regarded as the definition of activity. Note that activity has no unit. All of the special cases we have been considering so for can be reconciled to the definition of activity. Thus for an ideal gas mixture, now in place of activity, which term is used, we again see here, yeah, activity AI is equal to pi by pi by p naught. For non-ideal gas mixture, activity A is equal to Fi by p naught. For ideal solution, this mole fraction equation is used for ideal solution. Activity is equal to Xi and so on. In a non-ideal solution, we would have to just write equation 7 again. Mu I is equal to mu I naught plus RT ln of AI. Equation 7, in equation 7, all the non-idealities of the solutions are absorbed into the activity. We will see a more convenient way to write this below under the heading of activity coefficient. We can find the activity of component of a non-ideal solution from the measurement of vapor pressure of that component in the vapor equilibrium with the solution. We know that the chemical potential of component must be same in the vapor as in the liquid. That is from equation 2 and 7. That means uh, here some information is given. Activity, chemical potential of liquid. That means here the chemical, here some information or some important informations are given here. Chemical potential of ith component of liquid is equal to the chemical potential of a first component of gas. That means chemical potential of first component of a liquid is equal to the chemical potential of a first component of a gas. Here we write the formula for chemical potential of liquid. That means mu star of liquid plus RT ln of AI is equal to mu naught plus RT ln of Pi by P naught. Here we use the Pi by P naught because this equation is for a gas and first one is the equation for liquid. So I am using here activity AI, and in case of gas we use Pi by P naught. But for a pure component I just have, for a pure component I we must have mu I star is equal to mu naught plus RT ln of Pi by P naught. Put this value of equation 9 in equation 8, that means in place of mu I naught. Then after rearranging this above equation, we will get the RT ln of AI is equal to RT ln of Pi by P naught minus RT ln of Pi star by P naught. Again, solving this equation, we get RT ln of Pi by Pi star. This equation indicates that how to find the activity AI is equal to Pi by Pi star. If the solution were ideal, Pi will be given by the Raoult's law and the activity will be just the mole fraction. Now after the expression of activity, then we again see here the how to determine the activity coefficient. Then sometimes it is a convenient to write the activity as the product of ideal part times non-ideality correction part. For example, a real solution. For example, in a real solution, we might write AI is equal to xi gamma I, or in a real gas, above equation of activity for a real solution. This equation is for a real solution, or in a real gas, we can write Fi is equal to Pi into gamma I. Gamma is the activity coefficient and Pi is the pressure. And in case of above equation 12, gamma is the activity coefficient and xi is the mole fraction. That means here, in case of a real solution, if we want to find out the activity, then we use the term mole fraction, and in case of a real gas we use the term pressure, so that activity AI is equal to Fi by P naught, Fi divided by P naught. Put the value of Fi from equation 13, Pi gamma I divided by P naught, then Pi by P naught into gamma I. That means in equation 40 we rearrange the term. In the latter case, we already know that f of p is equal to p e raised to power z minus 1 divided by p dash dp dash. So that this equation becomes gamma, but we know that gamma is equal to e raised to power z minus 1 divided by p dash dp dash. In the case of a non-ideal gas, gamma tends to 1 as p tends to 1. In the case of a non-ideal solution, gamma tends to 1, mole fraction tends to 1. From the equation 11 and 12, we say that AI, that means active to Pi by Pi star, that means xi gamma I, from which we conclude that for non-ideal solution, gamma I is equal to Pi divided by xi into Pi is equal to actual vapor pressure divided by the Raoult's law vapor pressure. In general, the activity coefficient is a unitless and parameter that contain all of the non-ideality of the system. तो थोड़ा सा ये पार्ट हार्ड है. आप सिर्फ हाउ टू डिटरमाइन द एक्टिविटी का फार्मूला ध्यान में रखने की कोशिश करें. और ये जो अभी लॉकडाउन की वजह से मेरे को प्रॉपर नोट्स इस टॉपिक की नहीं मिली, फिर भी मैंने जितना कुछ मेरे पास इंफॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट किया था उससे मैंने आपको बताने का प्रयास किया है. तो आप फिर से अच्छी किताब पढ़ के ये एक्टिविटी और एक्टिविटी कोएफिशिएंट इनका डेरिवेशन कैसा आता है ये आप देख लेंगे. यही मैं आपसे अपेक्षा करता हूँ और ये वीडियो मैं यहीं पे स्टॉप करता हूँ. थैंक यू.